You are 22 years old and at the beginning of your boxing career. You're going into bout number 3. Another fighter that you've also had sparring with is Derek Chisora, who we know has got an up-and-coming rematch with Kubrat Pulev. I mean, talk to us about sparring with Derek Chisora, because speaking to him's hard enough. So I can't imagine what it's like getting in there sparring with him.
Nah, he brings the pain, doesn't he? He comes for war.
You know, more ways than one.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a little while back now, but I said he was very good. I'm looking forward to his fight as well. I said every time he fights, he's entertaining. I'm looking forward to watching him go again. He's a crafty veteran, isn't he? He knows loads of little tricks and little skills to make things awkward for you. So yeah, all the best to him, man. I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, I'll be able to get tickets to go down and watch it. Of course, and not just that. As I said, I've worked with experienced coaches. I've got good coaches and a good team around me anyway. I also, in between a lot of my training, I spend most of my days watching boxing, just learning, watching a lot of the American style fighters, past, present, and say recently retired, and taking everything that I can away from them. As I said, it's pointless doing this game unless you're ambitious. You don't come in here to play second fiddle to anyone because you're playing with your life. At the end of the day, I'm not coming in there to let anyone to try and get a number over me. So it's important. You have to be ambitious in this game, otherwise you're dead in the water.
Hold on. Hold on. Can you keep still?
Keeping still.
Okay. October Red Boxing here with the man that goes by the name Magic, Matty Harris. Matty, welcome back. How are you?
Amazing. Yeah, it's all good. Just can't wait to fight now. Got the whole, obviously, fight week stuff to go through and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting in there.
You have been one of the fighters that's boxed on all of the Wasserman shows. So you've gone from the York Hall, aired on the Boxing Social YouTube stream, then on the Sky Sports Boxer, where you got your lovely uppercut knockout, which was lovely, and then now we are here, and it's Channel 5, a young fighter that's getting all of this kind of like different experience with the different channels and different broadcasting. How are you taking to that when most people just have the one promoter, the one streaming platform, one for a better word?
Okay, I like it. It's good exposure and it's different. It means that every fight week so far has been different. All right, albeit 2 of them have been just Wasserman fight weeks, but as I said, with the different networks and whatnot, everything it changes, and I like it. It keeps it fresh.
And talking about keeping it fresh, you're somebody that is a keen fighter, a heavyweight that wants to get out there, and you've had some really good sparring experience. You've sparred, obviously, the headline of the card, Nathan Gorman. Talk to us a little bit about your experience with Nathan in sparring.
Yeah, he's a good, solid fighter. Quick hands, heavy hands, can punch a bit. But yeah, funnily enough, he was my first professional spar, wasn't he? So yeah, I've come around to fighting on his undercard in a few years later, which is it's been a crazy journey. But yeah, as I said, it's been nuts. And it's a nice little full circle kind of thing.
Yeah, we like that because it's like you guys are growing together from going up to his gym and sparring, and now you, like you said, you're on his undercard. Another person that you've sparred with, and this was kind of like kept under wraps at the time, was Dillian Whyte in preparation for Tyson Fury. Obviously, it's done now. So, would you be able to talk us a little bit about that sparring and how did that go?
It was good. I didn't get too much rounds when I was over there. I did some with Dillian and I did some with another American lad as well. But yeah, to be fair, it was a good camp. It's probably one of the best camps like I've ever been involved in. It was the way everything was so professional and from the work into the track work, the pads, sparring, just everything around it. It was an enjoyable camp. But yeah, it was a bit unfortunate, obviously, the way the fight went. Yeah, I say I won't be the only one that thinks this. I don't think he performed up to A, how people expect him to, and B, how everyone knew he could. Like it was, yeah, it was a bit of a disappointing performance. He probably knows that, you know that. I was gonna say, but yeah, it was. As I said, it was one of the, and I took a lot away from that camp. But yeah, there was a lot that I learned over there that I've taken into my own training, which yeah, it has then pushed me on other levels.
Yeah, and that is the thing. You've had some really quality sparring, like you said. Each of these people that you've sparred with, each of the heavyweights that you've sparred with, you've took something away, something valuable. You are 22 years old, and at the beginning of your boxing career, you're going into bout number 3. Another fighter that you've also had sparring with is Derek Chisora, who we know has got an up-and-coming rematch with Kubrat Pulev. I mean, talk to us about sparring with Derek Chisora, because speaking to him's hard enough. So I can't imagine what it's like getting in there sparring with him.
Nah, he brings the pain, doesn't he? He comes for war.
You know, more ways than one.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a little while back now, but I said he was very good. I'm looking forward to his fight as well. I said every time he fights, he's entertaining. I'm looking forward to watching him go again. He's a crafty veteran, isn't he? He knows loads of little tricks and little skills to make things awkward for you. So. Yeah, all the best to him, man. I'm looking forward to, hopefully, I'll be able to get tickets to go down and watch it.
He's a fighter that has also showed you outward support. You said that, you know, he sent you a message to say congratulations on your win. A fighter that seems to actually get on with you. I wonder if there's any similarities. And when I say similarities, like personality-wise, why you two seem to get on.
Yeah, we're not exactly besties or nothing, but he's cool, man. Messaged me after my pro debut. But yeah, as I said, he's regardless of all the facade and whatnot that he has to, you know. But he's actually a really nice guy. He's quite a friendly geezer. I remember the first time I went up there, he was kind of obviously the whole tough man act, but.
Giving you the test.
Yeah, but man, people know I ain't scared of no one. I ain't scared to fight. So, and we're gonna have to get in there and spar anyway. So, as I said, that kind of stuff don't really get to me. But yeah, it was good. It was entertaining. I learned a lot. He sat down and had a chat with me afterwards. And yeah, well, as I said, he's a very knowledgeable person.
And the reason you might be standing here thinking, why on earth is she asking me about all of these people, is to let the viewers know the experience that you've had behind the scenes, which is helping prepare you to one day become a champion. You're a heavy hitter, but I've always said this about you. You've got really good boxing IQ. So having those experiences with those pros, some of them very seasoned, it can only make you better.
Of course, and not just that. As I said, I've worked with experienced coaches. I've got good coaches and a good team around me anyway. I also, in between a lot of my training, I spend most of my days watching boxing, just learning, watching a lot of the American style fighters, past, present, and say recently retired, and taking everything that I can away from them. And not just heavyweights, fighters of all weights. So that I can take little bits from whoever to make myself a better fighter. Because as I said, at the end of the day, I'm 22 years old. I've got a long development ahead of me, and I haven't had that long amateur career that a lot of these fighters have had. So I've got to kind of not fast track it, but make sure that I'm always improving. And as I said, anyone that sparred me and shared a ring with me will let you know that I am always getting better. Because as I said, the minute you stop getting better in a game like this is the minute you get wiped out.
When you talk about investing in yourself and investing in your future career then, how important do you see in having that experience with good fighters, having those to prepare you from, say, for example, you're kind of like in the infant school of boxing at the moment, you're working your way up there, so how important is it to have those seasoned fighters as sparring partners to help you grow?
It's good because, especially early on, you realise that this is a hard game, and jumping in with not much experience with these seasoned fighters, it's a very sink or swim experience. You're either you're gonna end up backing out. Either way, you're gonna get beat up. So it's kind of, as I said, it's a make or break kind of thing. For me, I take my experiences from when I get beat up. Obviously, it's great when you're on the winning side and whatnot, and and everything's going well, but I'm not learning nothing from that, especially in sparring. I'm there to learn. I want to be mixing it with people that I know are going to put it on me, people that are going to hurt me, so that I can then take that away and go and work on what I did, whatever it was that I did wrong. So especially, as I said, mixing in with them with these high-level fighters, it means it's invaluable experience, because it's experience that I never got in the amateurs. And plus, it's not just that; it shows me that I will never. I can't say never ever, because you don't know. Yeah, but I don't. As I said, I don't quit. I got, when it comes to fighting, I got that dog in me. Like when you need to bite down on your gum shield and just dig, I can do that as well. So, and it's important to learn that, because as I said, you don't really know it about yourself until you're tested.
Absolutely.
But anyone will tell you in no matter what, inspiring, no matter what's been happening to me, I've never backed out of a spar. I've never hopped out the ring because it was getting too difficult. I always stick it out and always do my rounds. So as I said, it's invaluable experience to me.
An invaluable experience which you'll be taking into bout number 3. I know your opponent isn't here at the moment. I know your last fight was, it was a really good knockout. Like I said, I literally darted out of the media seat to the back media area. But I think your opponent was still recovering on the floor, because I think at one point they were a bit concerned about him. It was a good win. I mean, what can we expect from you on Friday night?
Again, another explosive finish. That's what, and I said, it's good that I got to show that. That's what I'm about. I say, I mentioned it before, and I don't really like to talk too much on it, because I said it's
talk is cheap.
Yeah, talk is cheap. But that's what I'm about. That's what I'm capable of. As I said, and it's not. That wasn't just a one fight thing. I've been doing that for ages. That's not just a flash in the pan kind of thing. That is what I do. That is what I do to people. So, as I said, being able to show that, and as I said, hopefully we can keep the train rolling.
And that's what we want to see. We want to see that momentum. We're here with you to follow your journey anyway, and to watch you grow through the heavyweight division. It is getting exciting. You can see that the older ones are starting to teeter off at the end, and there is a next generation of heavyweight fighters coming in. And quite proudly, I will say, there's a few of them that are British. I mean, what does it mean for you to be in this era now where there's some talent in our heavyweight division in the UK?
Oh yeah, there's loads of talent in the heavyweight division in the UK. There's loads of exciting up and coming fighters that are coming through at the minute. But as I said, at the end of the day, further down the line, we're all gonna have to fight each other. That's something that as I said, I want to be involved in. I don't want to have to duck or dive anyone. When it's go time. When I said, at the minute, I'm still in the very developmental training wheels of my career, but when it's go time, when it's time to take the wheels off, that's when, as I said, I want to be in there with everyone and anyone. Anyone can get it. Do you know what I mean? That's the attitude that I want to be able to take with me through the rest of my career. There's as I said, and I know talk is cheap. Talk don't mean nothing, and especially in boxing, there's a lot of business and politics behind everything. But I want to try my best to eliminate that, especially as I get older. Right now I'm 22. I ain't got. Let's be honest. I'm not going to be going in to fight the likes of Nathan Gorman for a few years yet. Do you know what I mean? So, but as I said, it's at the minute I'm still learning my craft, and it's important that I keep improving and keep doing what I'm doing, so that when the time comes, it says we can go through everyone.
A very ambitious and keen fighter. I'm going to leave it there, but before we go, I know that you're one of these that likes to shout out your sponsors. So talk to us about Watches of Bath.
yeah, my God, shout out Watches of Bath. Obviously taking care of me on my training camps. Shout out MF Plastics, helping me out with my equipment, etc, etc. And shout out Last Bastion. You know him, don't you? Yeah. Lovely geezer. From Manchester, isn't he? He's only up the road, actually. I should shout him to come down. Yeah. No, I'll drop a message after. But for my fight tape, and he sorted me out a few T-shirts, etc, etc. But yeah, as you said, back to I know we're wrapping it up, but as I said, it's pointless doing this game unless you're ambitious. You don't come in here to play second fiddle to anyone, because you're playing with your life. At the end of the day, I'm not coming in there to let anyone to try and get a number over me. So it's important. You have to be ambitious in this game, otherwise you're dead in the water.
And on that note, October Red Boxing, Matty Harris. I'm going to have to cut it short because I know what we're like. We'll sit here for 700 and yeah. So, well, until fight night, I'll be there ringside, supporting and cheering. Nah. Soz.
Yeah, it's hard.
Well,
You done tomorrow?
no,
You getting down early fight day? Are you getting down early on fight day?
I might do. What's in it for me?
I don't know. Exclusive interview. Before the fight, I don't know.
Until the next time, Matty. Take it easy.
All right, take it easy. Always a pleasure.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.